Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. It's baking hot here now in the UK, around about 30 degrees. The trains are having to go slower because the tracks are buckling. People are complaining about how warm it is outside. The summer is truly here. Thanks all of you for commenting and chiming in with your races that you have coming up, with your training activities and also your shoe rotations. It's fantastic and really informative to see what everybody's using on a daily basis and to get that true runner insight. It's really useful, I think, to everybody. There's all sorts of different runners out there aiming at different times, running at different paces, different types of terrain. There's some really great info there. I'm so tired of watching people just forefoot striking, slow motion, beautiful people. Gee, man, you know. So tired of it, so tired of those videos. I think what really matters is those real runners out there on a daily basis, hitting the pavements, hitting the trails. That's where the real information comes from as to what's great and what's not in the world of shoes. So you're here for an update on my training for the half marathon, and here it is. My plan saw me going out on Wednesday for another steady pace run of around about 6 miles. I wanted to try to hit 7 minutes 30 seconds per mile if I could. But I was feeling really lethargic after that issue I had with my eye. I really didn't get an awful lot of sleep that night, and it carried on into that day. I tried to get a bit of sleep during the day, but it didn't quite work out. So I realised I was going to need to phone a friend on this one. Just don't know what shoe to use for this training session. I think I'm going to have to phone a friend.
Hello?
4%? I need you, buddy. So I phoned a friend in true Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style and utilised the old Vaporfly 4% Flyknit. I need a little boost to get through that run today, and the 4% really did work out for me. 130 miles done in these, and I was feeling kind of sad really. They've been stuck in the box for some time, and you know, it's a great shoe. We've been through a lot together, this shoe and I. I'm sorry I left you in the box for so long. It was great to use these again, remembering to be a little bit careful on those tight turns. They are not the most stable. There's a couple of tight turns on that route that I often use, so it did give me a quite quick reminder that going at a fair pace, not the fastest today, but going at a good pace, I still need to be a little bit careful when cornering. It really did feel like my foot was fitting into a glove. These have just kind of moulded themselves a little bit to my foot, and it felt great slipping into them again, and they felt really good on foot still. I don't know whether me just giving them a little bit of time, maybe not using them for a little while, was kind of giving them back a bit of that kind of responsive nature, but they felt great. Not too spongy underfoot, just lots and lots of cushion there, and really was able to hit some great times even in the warm weather. So in terms of performance, the run was about 6.24 miles, around about 10 kilometers, and I hit 7 minutes 16 per mile, which is fantastic really. I was really pleased with that. Completed the training session in 45 minutes 26 seconds. So pretty much bang on the target that I had down on my plan. I got the cadence up a little bit today. I'm quite a tall chap, so I'm about 6'4". I have quite a long stride. I've got very long legs, so I struggle sometimes to get the cadence to somewhere where it would kind of be typical or normal. I know that people think of this 180 strides per minute as kind of like a golden number, but I pretty much struggle to get there. If I can get to around about 176, 177, something like that, I know I'm doing pretty well. There was a little bit of elevation today as well. I'm not kind of sure where it comes in. It must be towards the middle portion of the route. There was about 125 foot of elevation, so good to start including a little bit more of that. I want to do more of that. It's a very hilly area around here, so I can incorporate that into some of the other runs in the training plan in the weeks to come. So moving on to Thursday, I had a fartlek session planned of 6 miles in distance. I started out with about 2.5 kilometers of warm up. That was about 4 minutes 53 per kilometer pace. I then moved on to 3 miles of fartlek. I think I managed to achieve somewhere in the region of about 4 minutes 30 per kilometer pace on that. So I'm pretty happy with that considering the warm temperatures out there. Finished off with about 2.5 kilometers, warmed down, but I was pretty fried by then, so I dropped the pace back a little bit, and I built that into the session anyway, so that was good. Just coasted back in home. Used the Pegasus Turbo 2s again today for this fartlek session. Because I was doing some varied speeds, I wanted something that was going to be okay to run at some slower paces in, as well as get up to some faster speeds. So this was the ideal shoe for this session today. Certainly a tough session, but I was left feeling really good afterwards, having completed it quite early on in the day. It's always quite nice sometimes when you do those sessions early doors. You get out nice and early, you feel as if you've kind of got one over on everybody else. This one's working out really well for me. It's just so light on foot, incredibly light. And the cushioning there really is great in terms of improving that recovery afterwards. I've found my legs feel fine. It's really kind of odd. My legs feel really good. So certainly that Zoom X cushioning really does have some advantages aside from just out and out pace and speed. I've really felt that my form's improving over the last couple of weeks. I've been focusing on that, and certainly in terms of pace, it's starting to feel easier to achieve those higher speeds. I'm certainly becoming more accustomed to the heat from doing these harder training sessions, and I think that's really going to benefit me in the long run. Oh man, that's such a bad joke. That wasn't a joke. I didn't mean it as a joke. So a rest day tomorrow, and I'm off on the train to London to pick up somebody very special. My daughter's coming down to stay with me over the summer, so I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to have loads of fun. I'm sure there'll be some Nintendo, some indoor wall climbing, some swimming, and some eating. So all of my favourite things are on the cards. Please do comment and chime in with your up and coming races and also your shoe rotations and training plans. I'm a non-elite runner myself, and part of the thing I love about doing this channel is being able to show support to lots of other people out there in the world who are striving to achieve their goals. It could be a half marathon that you're aiming for, a 100-mile race, or even just an easy 3 miles just getting out there and enjoying the outside world. All of it counts, and so do all of you viewers. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and thanks for commenting so much on the recent videos. I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications when new videos are launched. Comment and share. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you.